Hello guys, welcome back here at a new video of Tuning Dutchy. Now, as you guys can see in front of me, we have my second-hand silver at Cilinderhead, but I will go into this very soon. Now, first of all, actually, I want to start off with the old bolts that are still in my old cylinder head of my car, because this one is what has to go in my car. And the one that's still broken is still in there. Now, before I try to start off with the main topic, I want to tell you guys something. Now, these right over here are the bolts that are in the cylinder head in my car. So in the valve cover, these kind of hex bolts, probably you guys cannot see it that well, but these are hex bolts and they are pretty large. For a small car, I think. And yeah, I mean, these bolts, I could not get it out with a 230 volts drill with a knock function. So I don't know how that is supposed to go, but I mean, knocking with a drill and that on steel definitely is not going to work very well together. I mean, that was already clear. But the three broken bolts or dull bolts that are in my car, actually, one of them I could get off, not with the drill, but with that other machine that I have, where the battery is completely died and fried. I cannot get it up and running anymore. I mean, if I'm going to take the battery right now and if I'm going to put it in, yes, it will work for several minutes. And no, it won't last enough to actually drill those heads off of these bolts, which is my goal. Now, you probably think, hey, what are you gonna do with the bolts then if they are broken? Well, good guess, nothing. Now, I have actually 6 kind bolts, and you guys might already see it in this particular cylinder head as well. Now, to tell you guys very easily, there's one here, and one here. That is the same side as on the downside, okay? So this is actually in a rectangular, which makes it very nice. Why? I can explain you. Because this is a rectangular actually kind of installing, makes it very nice. Now, as said, 3 bolts are dead. Now, that means that I have 3 bolts left. So if I'm gonna do it like a triangle, it will still hold everything in place. Is a good thing. Well, I still have to get 3 bolts then, but that means I can drive at least. Now, to show you guys a little bit, because I cleaned this boy a little bit up, but also maybe on the way stupidest thing actually on Earth exists. And I'm gonna show you guys what I have done. I mean, I did not actually refurbish this, because this one, I mean, you guys can see it right here that it looks very clean, but it was not very clean. Trust me, it's still not clean, but it is way better than it was before. And I'm gonna show you guys a little bit from bottom to the top how it looks at this moment. So here you guys can see actually how it looks in the front. Now also these are the exhaust ports, and to my surprise the exhaust ports are actually looking very decent. Now right in here you can also already see the silver coming by, which was also completely black. But the thing that's not good is the camshaft. That is a little, well, I would not say fried up, but last thing you should do, guys, is putting your cylinder head in a dishwasher. Bad idea. I'm explaining you guys a little bit why. Now, I mean, by putting your cylinder head in a dishwasher, you have to make sure that every kind of component is rust resistant, so stainless steel. Camshafts are not stainless steel. Now, and I can already see, because so much, but really so much mess in here, so much black which is still in there, and whenever my dishwasher is on 65 degrees with all that kind of chemical stuff, that black is actually going to fill this well, those two sides over here is gonna fill up, and those black are going in slowly into these bearings that are beneath here, these things, which you guys not can see correctly, maybe on the front, like here. Inside these kind of things, there are bearings, and if that black goes in it, then you get a kind of scratchy sound. Now, I hope that it's going to be vanished whenever the car is running with some good oil in it. Probably I will use the same oil as they use actually in the summer, so that it's a little bit stiff, and the stuff that's in the bearings actually that it will take out a little bit smoother than normally. The good thing is, I already did something on the valve adjustment as a non-mechanic. Yes, non-mechanic. So that's a good job. And the other thing is that I still have to place that one in the car. So to give you guys a little update about the bolts and the cylinder head in the car currently. Now, I have still two broken bolts in there. One is also almost off. And the other one that has to still to come out, which is not yet drilled out. I mean, it still looks like this one actually, but then dull. This one is not dull because I have it in my hand, because that's going to be reused. And of course, clockwise, like so, because the cylinder heads are the same. As you can see, there actually already goes. But yeah. Now, also what I have done is what I already have said in the previous part. These are the spark plugs, not from my engine, of course. I mean, they look very, very disgusting. But they actually loose came from this engine. Well, actually, this cylinder head. And what I have done with these spark plugs and the threads in the cylinder head is actually I took Vaseline on the threads over here, and I lubricated threads inside this cylinder head, so I know whenever I'm going to use my spark plugs, which are still in my current car, that they will go in here very smoothly. Crazy enough, guys, but with this ratchet, which is a low teeth, I'm almost not turning, as you guys can see. I had to put my full body weight on it to get those spark plugs out, and that's definitely not good, of course. Now, I mean, this cylinder head already had 2.5 years maybe stand aside in a very cold space, so obviously every kind of spark plug was already fried up. But I think they could have done better with lubricating stuff, and that's what I have done currently. I have done a little bit of lubricating in some things that I could have get. Now, also one of the adjusters actually on the rocker arms, and not on your side, guys, but on my side, on the exhaust side, I believe cylinder number 1 it was. I might be wrong, but cylinder number 1, I believe. That one was so tight, I could not get the screw from the nut loose. So I had to also put some weight on it and used some Vaseline, and after that, no problem. I can easily turn it. Now, the nicest thing is, I mean, Vaseline of course does not hold forever, but at least it's doing its job. And I think that's also the most important thing. I mean, at least for installing it very soon. Now, the thing is, I could get my hands on, I borrowed from someone some good drills actually, and excuse me guys, I'm gonna show you guys which one I got. So I was with a girlfriend, well actually with a girl, chilling out some, and where I was, I actually talked about the cylinder head, and someone said, hey, do you need drills or something? I mean, I can help you out. So thanks to him actually. So these are steel drills. Now this one should, as they told me, this one should be, well, kind of brand new, only one time used. So I hope that I can get only with this particular drill all of these kinds of bolts out. Now what I want, of course, as you guys can see, the drill is bigger as the threads or better yet, the diameter of threads of this bolt. Well, yeah, as you guys can see, it's a little bit bigger. But that's good. I mean, if this one is bigger, that means as soon as I actually achieve the beneath the bolt of beneath the nut, actually the head, I will probably crack the head of this thing off with still the broken bolts that are in there. Also, the same happened to the other one, which is good. So I don't have to go any further. So I like that. Um, so I mean, I'm very happy with that result. Now one thing that's not good is that I also have screwed up one of those drills actually with this big 230 volts machine. It's definitely not surprising. I mean, I definitely could actually wear some safety glasses because I had not put them on, and I'm very sure that if that drill was catching my eye, I was definitely blind. Now, luckily, that did not happen. Everything was going fine, but I definitely did not expect so much resistance between the drill and the cylinder head because I was thinking that it should knock it off directly. It's only still 2 millimeters above the cylinder head itself. Well, the valve cover, I mean, which is not much anymore. And that's only one thread of this bolt, which you even cannot see. So yeah, I mean, it's still some work to go on, guys. I mean, it is currently what it is. I still have to get those two bolts out, which are broken, and the other one that I probably can get out very easily. And then the real work can get started. Now, my most concerns are actually with this camshaft in here. I was a little bit stupid. So I put this entire thing, which you guys can see also here on the table, just in the dishwasher. And, you know, as we say, sometimes a little bit funnier in private, fuck it. You know, just put it in there and we'll see where we can go. Now, next time, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to take the camshaft out. Now, everything inside here, besides the camshaft, is actually kind of stainless steel. The camshaft definitely didn't like me when I was doing that. Now, I see definitely also some tear and wear after doing that kind of crazy job. But the most important thing which counts for me now is that this one is clean and a little bit better. And yes, it looks also like that. I have a before and after of that actually from the Cilinderhead, which I'm going to show you guys very quickly soon. But the most important thing is that this one is clean and that this one is also going to work again with the car. I mean, this one is a F8C cylinder head, and the cylinder head, which is still in my car, is a F8CV. Now, currently I'm going to show you guys how it looks like when it just arrived here. And I'm also going to let you guys see how it looks currently with some good lighting, of course. So I'm gonna search those two pictures that I have saved on my desktop. This is number 1, and this is number 2. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right. So here I have 2 pictures. Now give me 1 second to give you guys a better look. Ah, come on. No. My mouse doesn't work that great, so here it goes. So this is the before and after of the cylinder head that I have actually done. So on the left picture that you guys can see here, this is exactly how it looked when it arrived, okay? So, and that picture shows you exactly when it actually was here. And yeah, I mean, looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Now, as you guys can see probably on here, a little scratchy scratch on there, which was not located on there. But I mean, everything was messy. Also on the front, there was a lot of mess. These are the intake sides, as you guys can see, and they are really, really messy. Even messier than the exhaust sides, which is pretty surprising. So yeah, I mean, that's a big difference, right? So yeah, I mean, that's that actually, guys. That's how it's looking actually currently with some good light. That's a big difference, I say. At least way better. Now, as I already said, I also have done some on the valve adjustment, so I am very happy to do that as a non-mechanic. Now, I know that the exhaust ports, which is on my side currently, the exhaust ports were on 0 dirty, so dirty thousandths, and the intake ports were kind of like 15 thousandths millimeters. So that's very good. I already did that. Now, one thing I don't understand is this one. I mean, it's very tight. So I think it should be fine because I did it like the repair manual actually says. The only thing we have to do now is take those two bolts out, which are still in the cylinder head in my car. And yeah, I mean, then it's time to flush the coolant and flush the oil, where I actually got these ones for them. These ones are especially for the coolant, so I can reuse it, because my coolant actually is draining pretty quickly. I don't know why. Maybe I have a leak in the cylinder head or something. I don't know. I should see it myself very soon. But anyways, it's draining pretty quickly, so I'm very happy that yeah, I mean, that I still put a little bit extra with it, so I don't have to flush the coolant in 30,000 kilometers. Makes it actually a little bit more easier to do. So this is actually this. So take those two bolts out, flushing the coolant, flushing the oil, putting some new spark plugs in there, putting the timing belt back on, and well, actually pretty everything back on, and crossing my fingers that everything is gonna work. Now, I still have a low, however, yes, I know, I have a little low expectations on the car, and that's because of the starter, because I have the feelings that my starter might be cracked as well, because also the previous time when I had no compression because of the timing belt that slipped, I mean, it sounded like the starter itself wrecked itself a bit. I just don't hope so, but we will see as soon as this one is installed. Then we will see what's going really up. Now, this was a little information for you guys. Not too fast, a little bit slower than normally, because this is also taking more than 2 minutes longer than normally. But now you guys are a little bit updated and with correct information. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of waiting time, as you guys know. And I think I will get back to you guys whenever I got those two broken bolts loose. And yes, guys, I know, I say that a lot of times, but you know, sometimes if things are taking way too long, I mean, you cannot create no more content for your channel. I mean, if it's taking too long. I mean, this is taking already more than a week, and I definitely cannot make no more videos because I cannot get any broken bolts loose. So that's not gonna work. You know, you have to do something with your content and keep your people happy, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Anyways, guys, this was Tuning Dutchy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Share this with your friends. If they have the same issue, they might get helped out as well. And yeah, I mean, I hope that I get them loose this week. I hope so. It's because the week is going to begin tomorrow. Anyways, guys, this was Tuning Dutchy. I'm going to sign off and see you guys in the next video.